Hello, my name is Matthew Mercer, and I would like to talk to you about the cultural environment of classroom, how we're going to support the needs of some of our EL or English learning students, and then also how to make communications and connections with your community and your families outside of the classroom. The first thing you need to know is the cultural environment in the classroom is more than just what you can see. It's more than the clothes that a student's wearing. It's more than the language that they're speaking. It's more than religious beliefs. You have to understand that some cultures use what's called topic chaining, which is a contextual approach to communication. You talk this way because you're in this situation. You talk that way because you're in that situation. And then there's also linear communication, which is a more direct form of communication. Um, and unfortunately, in the school system right now, we have a tendency to use the linear, more direct way. And the idea for our EL students is maybe we need to start moving away from that direct form into more of a contextual and more of a cultural understanding. So some of the things that you can do to influence the teaching within your classrooms, belief structures, values, norms within the society that you're in, they can all affect the way a student learns. They can all affect the attitude of a student. You have to understand that each one of the students, especially our EL students that don't understand English, are different. They have a different culture. They're just learning the way we do things. Language acquisition, cultural mismatches, things like this. You need to be aware of the differences between the two. Just because I do something this way in my classroom and doesn't make it the right way for another student. It doesn't make it right for our EL students. They may misunderstand. It's where the mismatch of communication comes in. The way I say it means one thing, but the way they interpreted it means another because of the culture that they came from. You need to be specific with these students. You don't want them to feel out of place because this cultural mismatch leads to lower grades. It also leads to lower engagement of the students. It leads to issues with social adjustment. So we need to be cognizant of these things with these students. We need to show just diversity and inclusiveness. Just because we are teaching in a class in the Midwest doesn't mean that we can't incorporate some of the culture from Mexico, some of the culture from Vietnam, some of the culture from Sweden. Wherever students are coming from, it doesn't mean we can't take some of the best things from those classes and those cultures where these students were learning and integrate them into our classroom. Now, what are some of the things that we need to do to support our EL students? Because they need more support because they're just learning our language. We've got to give them some self-awareness. And this goes for not only our EL students, but our special education students as well, our special needs students. Self-awareness, what's going on? How are they feeling? How are they comprehending? How are they grasping things that are going on? Be aware of how they feel about things and then give them the voice and the confidence to be able to go, hey, I don't understand this, or hey, what was that meaning again? Self-management. You've got to be in control of yourself. Have to be in control of yourself. Social awareness. Hey, you come from one culture. This is our culture. Let's learn about how we do things. We'll learn about how you do things, and then we can mesh them together. But you still have to be aware and open to the idea that, hey, I need to do things a little bit differently maybe. We've got to build relationships with these students. You have to build a relationship. They have to believe that you are there for them. And then you have to teach them how to make responsible decision-making skills. Not all kids, especially our special education students, understand about decision-making and how, because I did this, it might impact somebody over here. Or if I do this, it's going to cause this result. They don't understand those decision-making skills. And one of the things we can do to help all these students is we can set a routine in our classroom. Routine, 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 routine. We do things the same way or very close to the same way every single time. The class needs to be predictable. That way there's no surprises and no one feels overwhelmed because all of a sudden, oh, we normally do math at this time and now we're doing Bible. Or, oh, we do Bible at this time and now we're going to, at the end of the day, and now we're going to do the first part of the day. It can throw our students into stress. Now, how do we make contacts? How do we make that home contact, that community contact? You've got to have knowledge of the culture and the community that you're teaching in. You just have to have it. You have to understand the families. You have to understand some of the educational background from that student. The educational, maybe even the educational background of the family members themselves. You've got to be willing to flex and bend and help. You're showing the student that you want them and you're there for them in the classroom. Show the parents that you're there for them as well. Some of the strategies, your classroom's got to be welcoming space. You need to reach out to the families, reach out to them before they reach out to you. Sit down and talk with the family, set goals. Reach out, like I said earlier, reach out to the community, help the parents integrate into the community. See if the school can set up programs where the families can connect together, where, okay, they might go out in the community, but it would be nice to know that, oh, my friend's best friend is coming to the school and maybe we can meet and talk together. And then partner with community programs. Partner with community programs to bring those programs to your school and to your families. Most of all, love these kids, care about them, and make sure they know you're there for them.